This is everything I got to eat today as someone whose definition of healthy eating is adding variety instead of subtracting portions. For breakfast, I had a yogurt bowl, making the base with natural yogurt, chia seeds, and these pea protein crispies. I then put that in the freezer to set for about 20 minutes so the chia seeds expand in the yogurt and not in my stomach, which is not the most pleasant of feelings. Meanwhile, I made some plum compote, which I also decided to add some apricots into later on because the plums literally disintegrated in the water, and I prefer my compotes a little bit more chunky. But quickly, before we move on, just listen to this ASMR. It just never gets old, does it? But after toasting some almonds, I got to topping my yogurt bowl. I used the rest of the plum and the apricot to cut up into slices before adding in the jam, the toasted almonds, some fresh cherries, and a sprinkle of bee pollen and cacao nibs. And for my beverage of choice today, I had a cappuccino with oat milk. I always forget how good of a jam plums can make. It's so perfectly sweet and sour. For lunch, I diced up some potatoes and cooked them in some avocado oil before adding in some spinach and 2 eggs to make my potato omelet. For something fresh and crunchy on the side, which is always appreciated, I chopped up some red and green peppers and added some homemade pickled red cabbage. In the afternoon, I had the cherry version of my layered oat pudding, which I was clearly having some sort of technical difficulties with. It's a base of oats and oat milk sweetened with chicory syrup with fresh cherries mixed in, a layer of peanut butter, a layer of yogurt, and a dark chocolate shell topped off with some bee pollen. For dinner, I made this chicken veggie tomato sauce, which I loaded onto some toasted corn tacos with mozzarella cheese, topped off, of course, with no other than some more pickled red cabbage. I'm pretty sure I've gone through a whole jar in a span of 5 days, but at least my gut health is thriving. As a bedtime snack, I had a plum and these mandorlini, which we got fresh from the bakery. So they're almond cookies with a really chewy and soft center that literally melts in your mouth. Imagine an almond croissant in the form of a cookie. And that's everything I got to eat today. Thank you.